Do you have an agenda? for that?
I do not.
Is that an
Have
extra?
one. I had spare.
Thank you. I forgot mine too, and I stole two off. front. Break your phone.
Sorry.
You still working at it? We're good. David, are we on? Okay. We'll bring this meeting tonight to order of the 7 PM, 8 o'clock, or April 8, 2021, Woodland Park Planning Commission meeting. We'll start it off. We're not doing the pledge anymore, only because with the cameras everywhere and that, it really gets screwed up. And he goes back there and he's sitting there almost crying in front of his mom. So we suspended that. It's just, it's good. We got a physical problem we got to work out. The minutes from last, okay, what about our online people?
Mr. Chairman, do you want to do a roll call?
Sure. I'd like to get everybody online so they can respond though, wouldn't it?
We have Larry Larson and Lee Brown online.
It's the only two.
That's the only two.
Okay,
So I will do roll call,
Yes.
beginning with John DeVoe,
here.
Ken Hartsfield,
Here.
Lee Brown.
Here.
Al Bungie,
Here.
Eric Dismick,
Here.
Vicky Good,
Here.
Larry Larson,
Here.
and Mr. Chairman, for the record, Ellen Carrick is away today.
Next item is the approval of the minutes for March 11th. Have you guys had a chance to peek at that? Any corrections, additions, comments? Like motion to approve that?
I'll motion. Eric.
Eric, motion to do that? Second?
I'll second Ken.
Motion and second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, that'll take care of that. Public hearings. We're going to start out with item A, which is SUB 2021-04, Dixon Final Plat. Consider a one-lot subdivision by Julie and Joseph Watson, property owner at 1247 Mountain Meadows Drive, Lot 2R, Watson subdivision exemption plat in the suburban residential zone. QJ City Council public hearing is on 7 PM on the 15th. Okay. At that point in time, staff presentation.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I do have a presentation. It will be very brief. I just want to comment when we get to the public hearing portion, if anyone wishes to speak, we'll have them just raise their hand on Zoom and we will let you speak. All right, so this is the Dixon subdivision final plat. It is the Planning Commission public hearing on April 8th, 2021. For the record, the City Council public hearing is on April 15th, 2021, which is next week. This is item 3A, subdivision file number 2021-04. It's to consider a subdivision by Julie and Joseph Watson, who are the property owners. And tonight in the audience, we have Julie Watson here. We also have Robert Dixon, who is the prospective purchaser of the newly created lot 2. And they are available to answer any questions should the planning commissioners have any. The address of the property is 1247 Mountain Meadows Drive. It is lot 2R, Watson subdivision exemption plat. It is in the suburban residential zone district. And the slide does show the general location in the northwest quadrant of the city of Woodland Park. So this shows an overall aerial of the lot, which is shown in yellow. Mountain Meadows Drive is immediately to the west, and residential lots are also immediately to the west. south, east, and north actually is all residential lots, for the most part improved. There are some Teller County in holdings, and I'll show you that on the next slide. This gives you an idea of where this site is located. Here is Highway 67, Tamarack Center Parkway, and Trout Creek here in the upper left corner. So the site is shown in a bold yellow, and it is adjacent again to Mountain Meadows Drive here. That is the access to this lot. And we also have some Teller County in holdings. These are properties that are in Teller County and fully surrounded by the city, and those are identified in the heavy black lines here. But for the most part, what you're seeing is single-family homes in this neighborhood and entirely surrounding this particular development. This is view A. View A is looking southeast over the lot. View B is looking northeast over the lot. So looking southeast over the south half of Lot 2R from the driveway intersection with Mountain Meadows. And so this is the existing driveway to the existing home on this lot. And this is the new lot that will be created. And you can see that it's fairly flat. There are a few trees. And I think it's either a volleyball or a badminton court. I'm not sure. Volleyball court, I've been told. And that's the only improvement that exists on the site. This is looking northeast from the intersection of Mountain Meadows Drive and the next adjacent road. And here we're looking into the lot, the south end of the lot, and that's the newly created lot you'll see on the other side of those two stone pillars, which is the driveway that is located in the panhandle just south of the lot we're talking about, and is the access for the home that's behind. You can't really see it in this photo. It's located behind. This is the existing residence that's on site right now. So this is the comprehensive plan. The star indicates the lot that we're talking about. The yellow indicates single-family residential, and that is the vision in this entire community, is single-family residential. This is the zoning map. Again, the star indicates the lot, and it is zoned suburban residential. And this entire quadrant is suburban residential, single-family homes. This is the proposed plat that is to be called the Dixon subdivision. The entire lot boundary is shown here. It's approximately 2 acres, and they are proposing 2 lots. The first lot is approximately 1.1 acres. The second lot, lot 2, is about 0.85 acres roughly. This lot 1 has an existing home on it, and lot 2 is the home that Mr. Dixon is proposing to purchase. So the plat has been drawn and conforms to all of the subdivision requirements for this plat. Staff did a full review of Title 17 of the subdivision requirements. The drawing, all the information provided is sufficient and satisfactory for a minor subdivision, which is what the applicant is proposing for a 1-lot subdivision. There is an improvement guarantee related to the sewer main extension, which the subdivider is well aware of. The design standards, including the site, the lot sizes, easements, are all shown on the plat, and it is 2 very buildable lots, one of them already built on. And the final requirement was a review of improvements. In order to conduct this subdivision, the applicant does have to extend the sewer main through an existing easement, which is in lot 3R. This existing easement brings the main. Right now it ends in this corner here, this northeast corner of lot 3R. And they will have to extend the main approximately 205 feet in this easement to access lot 2R right now. And from lot 2R, from this intersection point, they will build a service line for the sewer to access lot 2. So that is a subdivision development agreement, which the applicant is well aware of and will be signing prior to the city council review. So this application for a subdivision did get posted. Tonight's meeting did get posted in the Pikes Peak Courier. We sent letters to adjacent property owners, everyone within 150 feet. We also posted the site with a poster for tonight's hearing. And we did refer this application to various city departments as well as external agencies such as the Northeast Fire Protection District, IRA, Black Hills, and other utility and service providers. We received no concerns, and the applicant has revised the drawings to address any comments that were provided. So the Parks and Rec Advisory Board does accept fees in lieu of a subdivision. Their parkland dedication, I'm sorry, we usually require parkland dedication with any subdivision in a residential zone. And this applicant agrees to submit fees in lieu in the amount of $2,133 instead of building a park or dedicating land for park. So tonight is the Planning Commission review. The Planning Commission makes a recommendation and they can either table, if they need more information, they can deny the application with reasons in writing on the record, or they can approve the final plat subject to modifications. So staff does recommend approval of this final plat, subject to one condition, and that is prior to approval of the plat by City Council, the subdivider shall submit a signed subdivision development agreement in a form acceptable to the city for the extension of the sewer main. And concurrent with that subdivision development agreement, a 150% guarantee, a letter of credit with a financial institution guaranteeing the installation. And that the subdivider shall submit that park capital fee in the amount of $2,133. So, Mr. Chairman, we do have, as I mentioned, Mr. Dixon in the audience, who is the prospective purchaser. We also have Mrs. Watson, who is the landowner. And we also have Ms. Carol Jacobs, who is the owner of Lot 3R behind this particular subdivision. That concludes my presentation, Mr. Chairman. I can answer any questions if anyone has any.
Well, at this point, let's let the applicant go ahead with, does the applicant wish to have a presentation? It's your option. If you do, you got to come up to the, we got to be able to record you. That's the main thing.
My first time here. My name is Rob Dixon, and you have to turn this on. Yeah, there we go. Okay. My name is Rob Dixon, and I am the person going to buy this land, and I fully agree with the sewer main, the 8-inch sewer main going to 205 feet with an additional manhole, and we will be attaching to an existing manhole out there. And I've already worked everything out with the bank, Park State Bank, to receive before the 15th the letter of credit for the 150% of the proposed price for the sewer main. Any questions?
We'll open it up to everybody, but just have to come back up if they do. Just hang on for a second. Okay, at this point in time, we're going to ask questions of the staff and the applicant. Okay, don't all start at once. No, come on. Any questions that you would have? Any concerns or anything like that?
Excuse me. Lot 1 has an existing house. So I'm assuming it has existing sewer service.
Yes,
Where's that running versus?
it actually does come, there's a service line that comes in here through this easement that is in Lot 3R, where the sewer main is going to go. So the service line comes down here.
So they'll take out the service line and replace it with a sewer main.
They don't have to for Lot 1.
But
they
for the
need
development of
sewer
Lot 2.
main for the extension to Lot 2.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Anybody online?
I've got a question.
Vicky?
On the lot 3, is there currently a home on that property or is it vacant property?
Lot 3R does currently have a home, and that is Ms. Carol Jacobs' home. Let me pull up the map and I'll show you where it is. So Lot 3R this is her home right here, and there's her driveway with the 2 stone pillars right here.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, there is no one with their hand up in the audience on Zoom.
And what we will do is we will, any other comments? If not, we'll open it up to public comment. Would anybody like to speak concerning this? All right.
Alrighty.
Name, rank, and serial number.
Carol Jacobs, and I own the lot that they were speaking about, 3R. And the sewer is going to have to go through my property. And I understand that it may have to be made bigger. And I think that'll be okay. I was just wondering if I would have to pay for any of that.
No, you will not be responsible for any of that. The easement exists on your property. If the easement needs to be enlarged, it will be done so via private easement agreement, which you will have to sign, but you won't be responsible
Okay.
for it.
Yeah, and I looked at it today. It's just empty property out there, and 10 feet or 20 feet wouldn't make any difference. So thank you. I think that's it. I talked to Laura, and I've discussed things with Mr. Dixon, and I talked to the surveyor. So I'm satisfied with everything that's on the plat.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else on for public comment?
You know, just for the record, there are some trees in this easement. And what we've already agreed to, and I've worked it into my estimate, is to, if there's any mature trees that we're going to be damaging, that I would come in and spade them and move them around on your lot. And we also worked into the estimate where we would bring the disturbed earth back to a natural state and make it look good, so we don't tear up the easement in your yard. So we've already worked that into the proposal. Over. That's it.
Very good. At this point, I don't see any rebuttal from anybody. Anything else from the people that are on remote? Hearing none. Any final questions you'd like to ask of anybody? Hearing none. We'll begin deliberation. I would encourage a motion.
I'd go ahead and move that we recommend approval of SUB 2021-04 Dixon final plat with the staff's recommendations for a subdivision development agreement.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
And park fee.
Right, that's in the staff recommendation.
Okay.
Al, were you the second?
Yes.
Ready for the vote?
That would be a good idea.
Or do we want to discuss?
We're past that. The motion and second.
All right, all right. Lee Brown,
Yes.
Al Bundy,
Yes.
Eric Disman,
Yes.
Vicky Good,
Yes.
Larry Larson,
Yes.
John DeVoe,
Yes,
Ken Hartsfield.
Yes.
motion passed. Guys, it's over with. It's done. Okay. If this was a Thursday night football game, you could still catch part of it.
Welcome to the neighborhood. I live pretty close to you. I live on Masters.
Good night.
Thank you. Good night.
I've actually lived in the neighborhood for the last 10 years.
Oh,